I have been waiting for this since last year. Woo! Friday night news dump time. Wendy McNeil. Who is our first news dump player of 2016?
Well, Rachel, we have Billy DeMotta from our home state of California, Glendale. Billy is a casting director. He's originally from San Francisco. He likes to rescue cats. Rachel, meet Billy.
Billy, it's very nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. Can you hear me?
It's great to be here and a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank God.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's working. Don't worry. Are you...
Excellent.
You are a casting director who rescues cats. We didn't get that backwards. That was the correct alliteration there?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
And I rescue actors once in a while.
Okay.
So, no, I'm a casting director who rescues cats. That's correct.
Excellent. All right. Hard to pronounce, but both very worthy endeavors. All right. You're going to get 3 multiple choice questions, Billy, and they're all about this week's news. If you get at least 2 of them right, you will win this piece of junk. Wendy, please show everybody.
This amazing cocktail shaker.
Not so amazing, but it is a cocktail shaker. Yes, it's very small. If you get them all right and you need extra credit, or if you do poorly and you need a consolation prize, we do also have something random for you that until tonight has been cluttering up our office. Wendy, tonight's office swag, it's a little weird.
A little weird, but a lot of fun. So this Happy New Year's hat was left behind in our office. Someone had a little bit too much fun in our office around New Year's.
It's just a random Happy New Year.
Yeah, a random Happy New Year
with
hat.
a big blue tassel on top.
Big blue tassel on top.
Okay.
And then we have this one from Ross's Restaurant. You may remember this story. This place in Iowa is like the place to go on the campaign trail in Iowa. It's all of the rage among the candidates. And this hat here, these guys came to the studio. They did our one and only cooking segment for
Yes, that's exactly right. And Billy, actually, if you are at all a politics nerd and you wear a Ross's Restaurant hat anytime in the next 6 weeks around the whole leading up to Iowa and beyond, people will stop you on the street and laugh out loud because they'll get the joke.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, I hope I win that hat.
Okay. We also need to bring in the disembodied voice of Steve Bannon from Maddow blog. He's the man who will determine whether or not you got the right answer. Say hello, Steve. Billy, Steve.
Good evening to you both.
Good evening. Very good. All right.
Hi.
Here's your first question, Billy. Tuesday's show, we ran a side-by-side comparison of the presidential campaigns of Donald Trump in 2016 and Alabama Governor George Wallace in 1968. All but one of the following quotes was said by George Wallace in 1968. The other one was said by Donald Trump. Which of these is the Trump quote? A, speaking about protesters, there are 2 4-letter words they don't know, W-O-R-K and S-O-A-P. B, speaking to a protester, you're a little punk. That's all you are. C, again, speaking to a protester, you are a loser. You really are a loser. Or D, speaking about reporters, quote, they're more interested in 2 or 3 pickets now than thousands of people here, and that's what they show on television. Which of those was not said by Alabama Governor George Wallace, but in fact was said by Donald Trump?
I'm going to say it's the huge number C. You are a loser.
You are a loser. Steve, did Billy get that right?
Let's check Tuesday's show.
But there are 2 4-letter words they don't know. W-O-R-K and S-O-A-P. You're a little punk, that's all you are. They are more interested in 2 or 3 pickets now than thousands of people here, and that's what they show on television.
You are a loser. You really are a loser.
Billy is not a loser. Billy is correct. He's 1 for 1.
Exactly right. A huge winner. All right, you got to get 2 right to win the tiny cocktail shaker. Let's go to question 2. Wednesday's show, heartwarming story. We reported that the U.S. Navy has decided to name a ship after civil rights icon and U.S. Congressman John Lewis. Not only will there be a ship named after him, they're going to name an entire John Lewis class of U.S. Navy ships now. What kind of ships is the Navy naming for Congressman Lewis? Are they A, hospital ships, B, amphibious transport docks, C, replenishment oilers, or D, aircraft carriers?
I know it sounds like a sports team from somewhere, but I think C, replenishment oilers, and I hope they win the Super Bowl this year.
Steve, is that the right answer?
Let's check Wednesday's segment.
Today, the U.S. Navy announced a brand new fleet of these guys, these replenishment oilers. The next generation of these ships is about to be built. Want to know what the first one of them is going to be called? It's the U.S. naval ship John Lewis.
Yes, the correct answer is C, and Billy's right again.
Woohoo! 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 All right. Last question. This is for all the money or all the hats or whatever. Last night's show, we reported on remarks from, and again tonight, we reported on remarks from Maine Governor Paul LePage, remarks that raised some eyebrows. I'm going to play you the first part of his remarks, and then we're going to see if you can correctly complete them. All right, so here from Maine Governor Paul LePage is the first part.
Now, the traffickers, these are people that take drugs. These are guys that the name D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty, these type of guys. They come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they are...
According to Governor LePage, half the time, these out-of-state drug traffickers do what? A, they commit an act of gun violence while they're here. B, they don't go back home and they set up heroin operations here in Maine. C, they get lost on the back roads of our beautiful state. Or D, they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
That would be D, impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
Steve, you got the confirmation for us on that one?
Let's check the cringeworthy video.
Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
So yes, the correct answer is D, and Billy was right once again.
So disturbing.
Just half the time, by the way.
Yeah, only half the time. About half the time, statistics say. Wendy, did Billy win?
Yes, Billy, you win the awesome cocktail shaker and the really cool, amazing hat.
With the weird blue tassel and the Ross's Restaurant one. Billy,
so I can
you're
get
an ace.
drunk and wear the hat.
Yes, although might recommend putting the hat on first, because if you wait till you're drunk, then it's awkward. You know how it is. Billy, thank you so much for playing. It's been really nice to meet you.
Thanks for the invitation. It was great to be here. Great to meet you.
If you want to be a news dumpy, send us an email, rachel@msnbc.com. We do read our email. Tell us who you are and why you want to play. 2016 could be your year. First, though, you have to start in prison.